What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Honeystead. I've got my house tool bucket and I'm gonna go check and see what is ready to be harvested in the garden. We've been slowly picking some tomatoes. I'm gonna show you what we're doing a little different this year with our tomatoes because they're not all turning all at the same time, which I'm actually kind of thankful for. But we just haven't had a full batch to do all the canning that I want to do. So I'll show you what we're doing this year, a little different than what we did last year. But I can already tell we've got tomatoes that look like they are ready. And then after that, I know I should have some corn ready to be picked as well. Ooh, there's some big ones. Boy, that's a beautiful tomato. Able to get another basket of tomatoes. Oh my gosh, it's too heavy. This is probably our fourth harvest so far, fourth bucket of tomatoes, minus the it's hot. Minus the few that we've already been picking along the way. But yeah, definitely a nice little harvest. I'm gonna bring these inside and I'll show you what I have been kind of doing with them in the meantime until I can actually like get that rainy day, you know, to where I'm actually doing the other things that I need to be doing, like canning. My goal this year is food preservation and food security or not. I have the capability to be able to grow food for my family, which is going to save me a ton of money. By the looks of it though, I'll probably be coming back up to harvest another basket tomorrow because there's a lot that are very close to being ready to be harvested, but just not quite there yet. So I'm gonna go check my corn because I think between corn and squash, I bet I have a good bit of veggies that are ready. I think we are ready. Boy, that is going to be exciting. There's one thing that I do here on our farm with every growing season, and that's the first harvest that I normally pick from the garden, whether it's a tomato or corn, as I share it with my husband. Open it.
Good.
I did it! That's really good. Even though it's not even cooked, it's delicious. It's so sweet.
Good. When it's cooked, it's gonna be fun.
Hey, pig, pig, pig. Coming up here to check out and see what my husband is getting into. We're actually going to go ahead and plan on having a nice gravel parking spot here behind our barn shop where we keep a lot of our wood that we mill and have it kind of on display, so it's going to be a little easier for when we have customers come here and purchase some of the wood, or when we want to go through and pull pieces of wood that we want to plane down and turn into some projects. And so I haven't gotten to see him and his new toy in action. All all this is going to be nice and graveled. So we can have a nice working area, but it looks like he is helping get some of the roots up, because some of these trees that are just completely dead, the plan is to go ahead and get as many of the dead trees out of here as possible. And that is one of them. So he is digging up the roots right now. And let's see this in action. Yeah, he was able to pull up some of these massive roots that we had here that was really making it difficult for us to get this area nice and cleaned up. Now, a lot of these trees are dead. Some of them aren't, but I'm gonna talk a little bit more about what we plan on doing with some of it. Like, obviously, that right there, that tree that's growing is a white oak, and we do have plans for that. I'm just gonna back up. I'm not really close to it, but I just get nervous. Trees make me nervous. Well, not so much that. My husband being under those trees make me nervous. And I'm gonna back up a little bit more. And I'm just gonna hold my breath, guys. And I'm gonna say a prayer, okay? That's what's gonna end up happening. And there it goes. But he was able to get that whole thing up, root and all. While I was up there watching my husband move trees around and help clear some land, he hopped out of the skid steer and was like, hey, I could use an extra set of hands, and it's your turn. You need to learn. So I hopped in the skid steer. He gave me a quick operator lesson. Really wasn't as complicated as what I was kind of anticipating it to be. But in all honesty, I have to learn how to drive these things. We are a team. We do a lot of stuff here on the homestead together, and having multiple people understand and know how to drive this machinery is kind of key when it comes to running a homestead. And I'm gonna apologize about this pretty poor footage. Unfortunately, I didn't have my camera with me. I had put it down, obviously, because it's probably not safe that I'm running a camera while I'm trying to drive a skid steer, but I was able to get a little clip from the inside of me picking up a tree and trying to put it in a pile. I think I did a pretty good job. I only dropped it maybe about 10 times, which, yeah, I didn't want to share that with you guys because, yeah, I'm still learning. Well, this video completely took a turn that I was not planning for, and I was able to get my first driving lessons in our not new used Bobcat. That was fun. That was very, very exciting. Here's one thing that I love about my husband, and I know a lot of you guys see him on some of the vlogs, but he knows that I want to do this. You know, he knows that I want to learn, and he'll push me to do the things that he knows that I'm capable of. So that was definitely a lot of fun. Yeah. I gotta check the bucket. I pulled a whole bucket of tomatoes.
There's a bunch of them in the summer that need to be
I already
frozen.
took care of them.
All right, good.
But I don't know if Carson grabbed these or not. He might have already. Now, will you grab that bucket? They're heavy.
A little bit.
You can go swimming. Oh, does that feel good? Does that feel good? Good girl. Thanks for showing me how to drive the skid steer.
The Sabasan? You're welcome. Yep. You graduated to the Sabasan.
Hey, that was pretty good maneuvering.
You can drive me around in the Sabasan.
That's trust. That's like better than trust falls. Anyways, thank you guys for coming along this random day with me and picking tomatoes, and I'm probably gonna have to go back up and, well, I have to finish how I'm preserving the tomato plants, which I'll do later. All I'm doing is I'm putting them in Ziploc bags whole and putting them in the freezer until I get a big enough batch that I can make my 48 quarts of spaghetti sauce, because I'm out. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old. Bye guys.